Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about module number 3, that is performance of transmission lines. Here we are going to discuss about nominal T method. So what is meant by nominal T method? Because nominal T method is nothing but one type of medium transmission line. In this method, the whole line capacitance is assumed to be concentrated at the midpoint of the transmission line. By that, the total parameters of the given length of the transmission line which is offered at per unit centimeter of the conductor, like line resistance and line reactance, are considered as lumped parameters which are offered at the either segments. This arrangement, that means in this arrangement, the capacitance is offered exactly at the shunt part of the T section network. Therefore, in this arrangement, full charging current flows over half the line in the below figure. So, in case of a three-phase transmission line, one of the phase we are taken into account as to discuss about the nominal T method. Whenever we are going to take in that transmission line capacitance as at the midpoint of the given transmission line, then it can be called as a nominal T method. In case of nominal T method, it offers that only one capacitance. That capacitance also is taken into count like lumped parameter. Thereby we are going to calculate that calculations very clear and without any difficulty, easily we can go through it. So here I am going to show the nominal T method figure. In nominal T method figure, the total transmission line resistance, that is capital R, is divided as R by 2, and the total inductive reactance XL is divided as XL by 2 to the first half of the segment, and similarly another R by 2, another XL by 2 can be divided into second half of the segment. And the shunt arm consists of the transmission line capacitance which was taken exactly at midpoint of the transmission line in case of an nominal T method. So here all these parameters are taken into between one phase and neutral. Among the three phase system, we can take any one of the phase as a reference. With respect to phase and neutral, here all parameters are taken into count. So let us assume that IR is nothing but load current per phase, and capital R is nothing but resistance per phase, and XL is nothing but inductive reactance per phase, and capital C is nothing but capacitance per phase, and cos of pi R is equal to receiving end power factor, usually at lagging power factor, and Vs is called as sending end voltage per phase, and V1 is nothing but the voltage which was offered across the capacitor. In the figure here, V1 is nothing but the amount of voltage which was offered across the capacitor, and IC is nothing but amount of the current which is flowing through the capacitor, called charging current. So with respect to this, all the parameters which was taken as a assumption or reference according to the nominal T section method. Here we are going to draw the phasor diagram which describes or which gives that relation between one parameter by another parameter, and taking that receiving end voltage VR as the reference for the given phasor diagram. Here we have the phasor diagram. In this phasor diagram, here we are taken that VR as the reference voltage. For this VR, there is a voltage drop of the first segment, that is IR into R by 2. For this IR into R by 2, there is another voltage drop, that is IR into XL by 2. For these two, for the vector sum of these two things are these two, that is real voltage drop and imaginary voltage drop of first segment, is nothing but the hypotenuse, that is nothing but IR into Z by 2. Similarly, however, we define the parameters for first segment. Similarly, for the second segment, in second segment, the current flowing in the second segment is IS. The voltage drop drop in the second segment, which is related to the resistance, that is Is into R by 2, which is in phase with the V1, and the reactive voltage drop in the second segment, that is Is into XL by 2, which is exactly right angles to the Is into R by 2. The vector sum of these two voltage drops is equal hypotenuse side, where we are represented as Is into Z by 2. And similarly here, Vs is called as the sending end voltage and Vr is called as the receiving end voltage. So the relation between Vs and to the Is, that gives that phase angle called sending end side phase angle pi s, and the relation between at receiving end side voltage called Vr and its related current called Ir, hence it is called as pi r. So cos of pi r, that gives that receiving end side power factor. So this is about that relation between one parameter by another parameter according to the phasor diagram what we are taken into count at this section. Next, voltage across the capacitor C. The voltage across the capacitor C, that is V1, that is equal VR plus IR into Z by 2. Here Z is divided into two half segments. So here V1 we can write that VR plus IR. IR means we can write IR component, IR vector component is equal IR of cos pi r minus J sin pi r. Capital Z means R by 2 plus J XL by 2. Here we can write. Then again, capacitive current IC is equal J omega C of V1, or we can write that J omega means here 2 pi FC na. So we can write that J 2 pi FC V1, or we can also write that J V1 Y. So next, sending end current IS is equal to the sending end current IS is equal to IR plus IC here, and sending end voltage Vs is equal to V1 capacitor voltage V1 plus the voltage drop at first half of the segment IS into R by 2 plus J into XL by 2. Next, Vs bar is equal sending end, the vector component of sending end voltage Vs bar is equal the vector component of capacitor voltage, that is V1 bar plus IS bar into Z by 2, that is first half of the segment voltage drop. Then substituting the value of V1 in the above equation, here we get Vs bar is equal VR bar, that means here V1 bar is nothing but VR bar plus IR bar into Z bar by 2. Therefore here we are substituted, and here we got that overall equation as like this. Next, substitute the value of Is in the above function. If I am going to substitute the value of Is in this function, that is the above equation can become as Vs bar is equal VR bar plus IR bar of Z by 2. Up to here the same thing. Here Is bar, I am going to write the formula VR bar of I plus IR bar of 1 plus Zy by 2 into Z by 2. This is the overall equation at here. Next, so I am going to write that above equations in the matrix notation by taking that VR bar and IR bar as a reference. Therefore Vs bar equation can become as VR bar of 1 plus Zy by 2 plus IR bar of Z by 2 plus Z by 2 into Z square of Y by 4. Then here Vs bar is equal VR bar of 1 plus YZ by 2 plus IR bar of here Z by 2 plus Z by 2, 2Z by 2, 2 to get cancelled. The remaining equation is Z square Y by 4. It is represented as equation number 1 at here. Similarly, the sending end side current function Is bar is equal VR bar Y plus IR bar of 1 plus Zy by 2, which is represented as a equation number 2 at here. So now I am going to compare that equation number 1 and equation number 2 with the general equations of ABCD parameters. In case of general equations of ABCD parameters, that is transmission parameters, here sending end voltage and sending end current equations at left hand side is written in the form of an receiving end voltage and receiving end currents. Therefore Vs bar is equal A into VR bar plus B into IR bar. Similarly, Is bar is equal C into VR bar plus D into IR bar. So by comparing these two equations here, that is equation number 1 and 2 and general equations of ABCD parameters, here I can define the each and every parameter like A bar. A bar is equal 1 plus YZ by 2, B bar is equal Z plus Z square Y by 4, and C bar is equal Y, and D bar is equal 1 plus YZ by 2. So if I am going to observe that A bar, B bar, C bar and D bar of all general equations of ABCD parameters, here A bar is equal D bar, that means 1 plus YZ by 2. So the above network is symmetrical or not, we want to check as by following the given identity, that is A bar into D bar minus B bar into C bar is equal 1, or B bar into C bar minus A bar into D bar is equal minus 1. So now I am going to substitute that A bar, D bar, B bar, C bar at here. I got this equation. If I am going to multiply 1 with 1, here we got 1, again 1 with YZ by 2, again here we got YZ by 2. So again here I am going to multiply YZ by 2 with 1, YZ by 2 here, again YZ by 2 with YZ by 2, here I got Y square into Z square by 4. Then similarly here again minus Z into Y minus ZY, minus into plus, again here minus, again here I am going to multiply that z square y by 4 with y. Then here we got minus z square y square by 4, that is equal to 1. So in this equation that is minus z square y square by 4 plus y square z square by 4, both are get cancel each other. The remaining equation can follows as like this. That is 1 plus 2, here yz by 2, again yz by 2. These two are going to add, then here we got 2yz by 2, 2 get cancel again here. The remaining equation follows as like this. So 1 plus zy minus zy. So minus zy plus zy again get cancelled. Then 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, the above network satisfies that symmetrical identity. Hence, the given nominal T section network is called as a symmetrical network. It satisfies that symmetrical property. Therefore, here the given nominal T section network of a medium transmission line, here we are calculated that transmission line constants like voltage gain, current gain, line impedance and line admittance. Thank you.